Barbershops, nail salons, car washes, and car sales places. That is where these people have been raided. However, they've been using a very defined power to do that, and that power is that they have a reasonable ground to believe that an offense is being committed. That limitation is about to be blown open with the American ICE ripoff called Secure Borders UK. Secure Borders UK proposes that they can stop anybody in the street. I might get stopped and you might get stopped. If I'm on my way somewhere and I get stopped and I can't prove that I have a right to be in the UK and I can't prove that I'm British, will I be taken to one of their centres and am I guilty until I can prove that I'm innocent? Which means the entire justice system has just been flipped on its head just because a number of people have made some loud noises about immigration. Let's talk about what this means for you. Okay, so let's start off by looking at two things, identification and location. Starting off with identification, we know when somebody comes into the UK, they give their fingerprints. We also know that if they have now or have ever had a regularized status in the UK, they will have an e-visa. So I'm assuming that that's where they're going to start in terms of determining identity. What about location? Are they going to stop me whilst doing my shopping? Am I going to be getting my groceries and all of a sudden I'm going to have to prove who I am? Or are they going to stop me whilst I'm on my way to work? How dare anybody stop me conducting my lawful business? Or are they going to stop me at the train station? Or are they going to know where the hotspots are where migrants normally congregate? And are they going to go there and target them in that location? Well, it could be anything really. I mean, if they have the power to stop people on the street, they could effectively just stop anyone doing anything, which as far as I'm concerned is absolutely ridiculous. But how do you protect yourself? Well, it is still the case that if you have a pending application, that is a barrier to removal. It is not illegal to be in the UK if you don't have a regularized status, provided you have a pending application. They haven't attacked that just yet, which means if you've made an application and you are waiting for a decision, you are legal in the UK. So I would suspect the best thing for people to do is to get in contact with the solicitor and find out if you have a right to be in the UK. If you do indeed have a right to be in the UK, you are going to make an application. And whilst that application is pending, nobody can remove you from the UK. There are a few exceptions in relation to severe crimes and all that sort of stuff. But generally speaking, if you're an ordinary person, nobody can remove you from the UK. That doesn't mean that you can go and work because they are still doing those raids in those locations. If you are in detention, you shouldn't lose hope because a lot of people have a right to make an application with merit, but they simply don't know it. Just because you're in detention does not mean everything is over. If you are in detention, get in contact with the solicitor, find out if you have any merits to make an application, and then make that application and make a bail application. You might have some conditions of reporting, but at least you'll be out of those horrible circumstances. But the moral of the story is make the application now.